Attention! Attention! May I have everyone's attention? It's almost time. So while you're waiting, get a piece of paper out, something to write with. I don't care if it's a pencil, pen, marker, lipstick. I don't care what it is. Then get your movie ready to where all you have to do is press play and get any snacks and drinks you want while waiting, because we're gonna have a blast once we start. Enjoy.
Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Happy Tuesday. It's not quite Wednesday yet. I am super excited for the finale. So let's just go ahead and refresh because the past couple times they've been putting it out a little bit early. Alright, sweet, it's already here. Alright, well, I was going to talk a little bit before this, but you know what? It can wait till after because I'm excited to see what they got. You guys know that so far this series has been like a roller coaster for me. A lot of parts I've loved, a lot of parts I've kind of hated. Hold on, you know what? I almost forgot to, hold on here. Almost forgot to turn my phone on vibrate. Yeah, bye-bye. Gotta do that. Gotta do that first. What's going on, Keon Jones? Long time no see. How are you doing? Let's do this. I am still a little bit sick, guys, so if my nose isn't really too bad right now, but if I sniffle or cough, you guys know why. Can't wait, man. Neither can I. So we're going to go in and discuss it afterwards, but until then, let's just get right into it. I will not be skipping the recap. You guys have it up? You guys ready? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we'll talk about it after. Here we go, baby. I'm excited. There are certain scenes in this fictional series that some viewers may find upsetting. Let's go. That's typically a good sign. We all know I have a love-hate relationship with this last episode, so let's see what happens. Oh, I really hope we don't get that shaky camera stuff again. It wasn't as bad the second and third time I watched it, but still, I wish it was more steady. That was sick. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I do know how I feel about that. Didn't like it. Lucas fell. All droids? Oh no, there's Kylo. Most of them were droids. They should do like the most iconic characters. Obi-Wan Kenobi. You've been good? That's good, man. Glad to hear it. Oh. You're still trusting? Oh my, please. It is. Wow. Well, that shows a lot, I guess. Get that cycler. Oh, wait, that was. Oh. Is that a sawed off cycler rifle? What blaster is that? I need to look at it. Hmm. So I guess they might fight again. Better watch your mouth. Pay attention to who you're talking to. Speak, Qui-Gon. Oh. Okay. Oh. Here we go, baby. Now this is sick. This is it, baby. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Oh, snap. I have the high ground. Say it. Say it. Oh. You're not gonna leave him there. Oh, come on. Well, you know he's not dead. Oh, come on, bruh. There you go. Remember what? Remember. Ooh. Ooh, that okay. Now you made him mad. Uh I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it looks cool, but dude, I love that this fight's taking long. I mean, I love to see it. Oh, oh. Oh, he's messing up his suit? Why aren't you doing nothing, Vader? Use your other hand, bro. Oh, come on. Come on, bro. Nah, nah. No, bull freaking crap, bro. It's a bunch of, that's, nah. Nah. Why don't you finish him then, Obi? Huh? Yeah, nah. What? You see him now? Oh. What? This makes no sense. Ugh. Nah. It's good to watch, but yeah, nah. Bad in terms of lore, great in terms of entertainment. Classic Disney Star Wars. Why am I shocked? I'm not. I'm really not. I had a thought that Disney might do something, which they might, but sorry, it's just funny thinking about it. Oh, because Disney's that they would do it. so many lore problems. I'm just looking back at the series as a whole, man. Oh. Okay, all right. Oh. He looks so bad. Okay, that looks better. When it was zoomed out, it looked a little weird. Hmm. Huh. uh, this is cool. It's definitely hitting the nostalgia part for sure. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that might actually help something in terms of lore. I gotta watch that part over, that conversation. That might have actually saved something, that one piece of dialogue. No Qui-Gon though, guys? Come on now. Hmm. Hide that lightsaber, Kenobi. We can't allow Luke to see that. Put that lightsaber away. Can't have you seen it? He can't see that yet. Otherwise, he's gonna know something's up. Bro, that's so noticeable too. Come on. It's so simple. Like, come on. He's not even supposed to. He says it. He said it. Let's go. I did not think Disney would do that. Oh, let's freaking go. Oh, man. He said that. Unbelievable. Awesome. No! Oh my gosh! Well, I don't know why I'm surprised. I don't know why I'm surprised. Why? They can't do the voice? No, they must do the Force Ghost. It's nice to see him again, though. Okay, that's. Oh man, boy, that shows you how much they just don't know. Ah, it is nice to see him though. I wish he said something a little bit more meaningful. Oh man. All right, and that's it. No end credit scene. All right, let's talk. Reset timer. All right, let's talk about it, guys. What's up, Ryan? You give it a 5 out of 10. I don't blame you, my friend. They broke more and more lore. I'm not sure why I'm shocked. I'm not shocked, actually. There were some really cool things to see, just straight out, obviously. But the potential for this series was so big, I could not even express it. The best way I could express it is that I really do believe that this show had the potential to be one of the biggest shows in the world, if not the biggest. Because when you're dealing with branding as big as Star Wars and as big as a name as Kenobi and Vader, I really strongly believe that the potential was phenomenal. But we got to remember that we're dealing with Disney Star Wars here. And if you guys don't know how I feel about Disney Star Wars, well, this is exactly what I mean. They can make some entertaining stuff. There was a lot of cool things that, I really did enjoy throughout the series. But with that comes tons of lore problems, because I'm not sure who's behind these things, or at least I have a good idea, right, by the credits and what I see behind the scenes, but I'm not exactly sure how many eyeballs see certain things. I know some things are kept on the down low and things like that, but I also don't know about, let's say, the story by story here, right? I don't know his mind in terms of Star Wars. I don't know who these people behind the show know about Star Wars. Have they seen it? Because it sure doesn't seem like it. I'm talking about basic things from watching episodes 3 to 4. I'm not even talking about the shows. Basic things from 3 to 4, but especially some things in the Clone Wars that has also been broken. New term, Disney show. Technically it is. But no, it's like, even when I talk to my friends and stuff, they always know, here we go, he's talking about Disney Star Wars, it's that type of deal, but it's every time, with the exception of 2 times. So I guess not every time, almost every time, with the exception of Solo and Rogue One. Those are the 2 times where I feel like they nailed it. Like I said, I thought they actually did a lot of cool, entertaining parts. I love seeing the fight, at least the majority of the fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin, or I should say Darth Vader, right? It was pretty cool. How Obi-Wan got the upper hand was completely pathetic. There's just so many lore problems, and I could break it down kind of like I did the other ones and stuff like that. But I'm already going to be working on a video, and that should be coming out sometime this week. If not this week, early next week, if I'm not able to finish it. But I should be able to finish it. I'm hoping to have it out by Friday. I'll be rewatching everything over again. Making sure I watch it like 4 or 5 times at least. I've already watched, I think, all the episodes at least like 4 times, but I want to rewatch it again. Rewatch this a few times. Really think about it. But yeah, I was thinking about going through every scene, just saying how much they broke lore, but it's so bad. And there's going to be some things I mentioned too that may not necessarily break lore, like in the terms of the line where it's black, white, and like the grayish area in between, but where there is a line. There are some parts where it feels like you could argue they didn't cross the line, but I'm going to argue that they did, because I feel like certain things are out of character, which means it did go over the line. But we'll talk about that more in detail when that comes out. But what do you guys think? Rogue One, yes, I agree. I loved Rogue One. I like Solo too. Solo, it was I had really bad expectations going into it, but I was hoping it'd be good, but you know, I didn't have much hope going into it. Where my hope was for a good, but my expectations were low. That's a good way of putting it. And I was surprisingly wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong. I ended up watching it in theaters like 3-4 times. It was awesome. They didn't break lore. They added character development. You know, they added in terms of lore. Thought it was good, entertaining. You know, it was what it said it was gonna be. It said it was about Solo. It was about Solo. I got what I paid for. Got what I wanted. You know, Nerf Vader like Anakin in Battlefront, dude. Oh man, yeah. They did Vader. They got Vader so wrong in this one, so wrong. They got him good at the beginning, and then they're just nope, we're good. There was a few problems where I'm gonna bring them up too. I'm gonna bring up all the times where they've messed up Vader's character and in times that things he wouldn't have done, which would have never put him in this position. I would have rather this show not be canon. If this show was not canon, I would be so. I would give this show probably 8 or 9 out of 10, solid. But it is canon, which knocks it all the way down to a failing grade because basic lore problems. I know it's like I'm a repeating record with every single show they put out, but I don't know what else to say. You know? What'd you guys think though? Maybe you guys ended up loving it, but like I said, I thought it was entertaining. But I feel like a lot of that Vader would not have just done. He wouldn't have left Kenobi. He knows he's not dead. Like, come on, bruh. He wouldn't have just sat there. There's so many times where just Kenobi was. Some parts on Kenobi's part didn't even really make sense. First off, the fact that how Kenobi got the upper hand was complete out of character. It doesn't make any sense. And the fact that once he did get the upper hand, he didn't just cut off his head and just do what he came to do, right? I know people are going to argue, but it's battle damage Vader. He can see Anakin's face. I know that changes everything. And, you know, right before then, he just had a little flashback of, I hate you, you know, all this other things, right? All that stuff. And it was an emotional thing. It feels like they're playing off nostalgia, really. This show really feels like a cash grab, nostalgia grab. That's what it really feels like, to be completely honest. Reva, I could stand her in this episode. At least, you know, I thought it was a good balance, to be honest. And plus, what happened with Reva's character just proves more that I understood her more than what I didn't, which means if I go back in time a little bit, then it doesn't. Then she had some out of character moments, which we'll talk about. Like I said, I could keep going back and forth, but to the different episodes and what they've run. I want to rewatch a couple conversations, specifically one with Kenobi and Leia, because there's one sentence that I think they said that actually fixes why Leia addressed Obi-Wan the way she did in A New Hope, which would be cool. That fixes a piece of lore, that one sentence. I love it when they try to, like, make sense of it. Like, they literally can fix it with one sentence, and the fact that they don't most of the time blows me away. Cannot agree. If it wasn't... Canon agree if it wasn't canon. So are you saying you agree with me? If this was not canon, you'd love it? Because that's how I would. If this wasn't canon, I'd love it. Since it is canon, I love the entertainment of it, hate the lore aspect of it. Because there's so many problems. You know? Simply, that's the best way I could put it. Palpatine looked sus compared to the other times we've seen him. Yeah, it was weird. The first time I saw him on the hologram, he looked weird. He looked better the close-up. Still looked pretty dang old, man. I'm gonna de-age him a little bit. But yeah, the first shot of him, like, yeah, 3306, it looks so bad. Like, I don't know. It just looks so weird, man. What happened to Reva? I skipped that part. It's not important, to be honest. But at least she didn't steal the show away from Vader, in other words, you know? It was bearable. And I was laughing at one point, not because it was what happened in the show was funny. I was laughing and thinking about what Disney was thinking because I'm like, you know what? I was just thinking, what if Disney does a Reva show, type of deal, because it's something Disney would do. Especially now that it's who you choose to be, whatever, that whole thing. It's just, I feel like I just feel like if I saw this, and I understand it from two different aspects, right? I feel like, one, if I saw this, I could have written it better. Maybe not necessarily written it better, but maybe in terms of, like, I feel like if I watched over that, like, if let's say I was above them in terms of, I don't know if ranking is the right way to call it. However their movie industry works, right? President, whatever it is, I know Kathleen Kennedy's president. She oversees a lot of the stuff. Yada, yada, yada. I know the director is supposed to direct it a certain way. I feel like if I was sitting there by the director and say, hey, that wouldn't work because this happens in Star Wars. I mean, I'm just one guy type of deal, right? But it comes back to what I've been saying before is, how does nobody catch some of these things? Some basic... there's just so much. I feel like if I just try and, like, if I just try and go by scene, it's going to take forever. So, I'm just going to wait for my video to do that. I don't even want to sit here and go over that. This episode, what'd you think, Sam? I'm curious. Do you want to come give your thoughts in Discord or no? Do you want to stay in chat? I'm cool with it either way. But I do want to know, it looks like by your emoji. Come on now, Disney, yeah. Yeah, that's how I felt. It was cool entertainment-wise, but yeah, it's all over the place in terms of lore. Kind of dumb, too, that Vader only had one Star Destroyer if he's the Supreme Commander of the Empire. True that. I don't even have really a problem with that, to be honest, but that's a very good point. That's a valid point. Like, I won't be going deep into the video and talking about things, but I'm gonna more so talk about, I'll be talking about the good things, the things I enjoyed, right? But also a lot of the problems I had with it in terms of lore, what just felt out of place, I'm not gonna I wouldn't even consider that really a nitpick, because that isn't necessarily unnecessary. I guess you could argue that it might be, but I'm not even gonna nitpick. I'm just gonna straight out just talk about all the things they've gotten wrong. At least in my opinion. So there's gonna be some things that I feel like will be fact. Some things I guess you could argue could fit, but I'm gonna still give my 2 cents in opinion. I'm cool in chat. All right, the series could have been so much better. I agree. It was so much wasted potential. I mean, I would have loved to see. I would have much rather if the show went along this direction. If we had more along the lines of Kenobi and Vader not meeting, and if it was kind of like a 60-40 share of screen time, or maybe 70-30, maybe 70-30, since after all it is called Kenobi, not Kenobi and Vader, right? I would have loved to see Kenobi about 70% of the time. I'd even be okay with 50-50, but I could understand if some people would be upset with that, right? Anywhere from 50 to 70% of Kenobi I would want to see of the show. And the other 30 to 50% I would want to see of Vader. Not necessarily them two meeting, but, or, have a Kenobi show and have a Vader show, Let's check out Vader's point of view on a lot of his things that he got going on at this point, and Kenobi's thing. I don't understand why they had to make them meet again and do all this stuff, because everything made sense from 3 to 4, and now they're not their own characters anymore. They're making decisions that they wouldn't have made. Really weird stuff. And I would have loved to see Kenobi stay on Tatooine, not leave Tatooine. I will say they did good with episode 1, but that's as much credit I'm going to give there in terms of lore. But I would have loved to see Kenobi on Tatooine and him learning from Qui-Gon, not in terms of a ghost. I don't know why Disney decided to put him as a ghost. Maybe they haven't seen Clone Wars. Obviously, if they have seen Clone Wars, then they didn't care to really focus on it. Because we all know Qui-Gon can't be in his ghost form on Tatooine. But Gray, we have seen Qui-Gon in a ghost form. What are you talking about? We actually saw him a ghost form in Clone Wars. Yeah, okay. All right, you want to go there? We'll go there, okay? Let's explain why we saw him one time in a Force ghost form. What planet was that, person who's thinking that to me right now? Do you know what planet that was? Well, I know. It's called Mortis. Yeah, the one with the father, the daughter, and the son? Yes. Now, let's talk about that planet. It's a very strong, Force-sensitive planet, something we've never seen in Star Wars. And even time was altered, okay? So we're talking about two completely different things, okay? Otherwise, if Qui-Gon was going to come in his Force Ghost form, why didn't he do it any other time? He couldn't. He even said in Clone Wars that he couldn't maintain his form, okay? He said that. It was only his voice, and he was giving Yoda the training and stuff like that. There's so much I can go into detail, but that really should be enough. Just the fact that he said I couldn't maintain my form pretty much. So that's one thing that I'm not even going to really get into. But yeah, that Qui-Gon ghost, why he did look a lot older, man. First off, it was a, like I said, it hurts so bad type of it hurts so good type of situation. I love seeing him back in Star Wars. It was awesome, but yeah, I feel like they could have de-aged him a lot. That it was way. It's not like they. I don't know, man. I was gonna say it's not like the age in ghost form, but I don't know, man. After seeing Yoda from Return of the Jedi, and then what was it, Rise of Skywalker or Last Jedi, whichever one. I don't really care. I think it's Rise of Skywalker where they show Yoda. He looks way older, so I don't know anymore. But it used to be where they didn't age in their ghost form, so they could have definitely de-aged him big time. He didn't have no beard like that. That too. That was weird. It's like he's growing hair in his ghost form. Like, bro, it just feels so lazy. It feels like honestly a really well done fan film that isn't canon, that in that group of people don't know Star Wars that well. That's what this show feels like to me, specifically this episode as well. Disgusting to even see him in a ghost form. It should have just been his voice. Simple as that. More Star Wars shows coming in the fall. Yep. We got a lot. I'm excited for Tales of the Jedi. I am. I have big hopes for that, but keeping my expectations in check as well. But I am super excited for Tales of the Jedi. I'm super excited for Bad Batch Season 2. What else? We got Lego Star Wars Summer Vacation. I think we got a couple. I think we got one more, right? Oh, Andor. Is there anything else? I think that's it, right? Isn't canon to me, but it's cool to watch. I agree, Ryan. Good to see that we both agree with that. Yep. The only thing that's really canon to me in terms of Star Wars is obviously the 1 through 6, Clone Wars, you know. Solo I'll include Rogue One, and I'll include itty bitty little pieces of Rebels, selective parts. I'll take selective parts of this show, like different scenes. I'll take certain parts of Bad Batch, certain parts of maybe Fallen Order, certain parts of, I don't even want Squadrons in my canon. Get that out of my canon. I don't want that. A part of, there was another show. Did I say Bad Batch? If I didn't say Bad Batch, part of Bad Batch, there's one other thing. Vader Immortal, I'll take a piece out of that. I'll take actually the majority of Vader Immortal. I thought most of it was good. And there was one other thing. Tales of the Galaxy's Edge. I'll take tiny little pieces of that. You know, I wouldn't even mind taking the majority of that, but a lot of it's just unnecessary. This episode with low-key made me upset, so bye-bye. Alright, I'll see you later. Yeah. It's sad that it's already over, man. It's sad. What are they gonna do? Season 2? And basically do what they should have done to begin with? And even then, it's already off to a bad start because they showed Qui-Gon as a Force Ghost. It's nice to see Liam Neeson back, though. selective parts. Yeah, but I'm not gonna take the whole thing. I'll take like certain parts that I pick out. Yeah, no, I mean that's what makes sense to me, right? But yeah, sorry I didn't go into detail on this, but I'm just gonna save it for the video, to be honest, because a lot of this just relates back to previous episodes. So I feel like if I organize it in more of a, just organize it more into like a video format, I think that would make a lot more sense. So you guys can expect to see that very soon. I'm gonna be excited to work on it, and basically kind of how I would do the sequel trilogy stuff. I'm gonna basically do this, or how I look at it in anything, you know. So let's see what happens. Hey, appreciate you guys stopping by. Really does mean a lot to me. For those that did enjoy it, hey, I'm happy for you. I wish I could enjoy it as well. And it's not that I don't enjoy these shows, right? It's just I don't enjoy it in terms of lore, which kind of stinks, because I like adding things to my lore, you know? And don't get me wrong. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. I love doing these watch parties with you guys. I love discussing it. I love all these things. But it's just the lore fact, man, and that has some weight to it. But anyways, appreciate you guys stopping by. Really does mean it. I can't talk. You know, that's how tired I am. Anyways, have a great one, and may the force be with you always.